Hello, and thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Wauters. I'm a recovering technology journalist and founder of Tech.eu. Very, very happy and privileged to be here at Wintercircus Ghent today to speak with Maarten Vandenbroucke. He's the co-founder and CEO of a very interesting tech scale-up called Timefold. But there's more to Maarten than just the co-founder and CEO role. Maarten, what more can you tell me about yourself?
Big question. So indeed, I've been around in the Ghent ecosystem for quite a while. I think since over 15 years when I started the first company in drone technology. Very much prior to the hype of all the startup activity here. I'm also a father of 4 young girls, which is quite a startup in its own. Other than that, I'm a theoretical physicist by training, so very academically trained. Although my dad always wanted me to go into economy and business, so eventually he got his say in that. I think overall, I used to be a bit of a rebellious person, but I've become quite a calm person. I like to have quiet time with friends, proper, profound conversations with people. And I'm really enjoying what I'm doing at Timefold.
Fantastic. Well, I think every entrepreneur is kind of a rebel in one way or another.
Yeah.
You've actually been quite active, like starting companies, leading companies, selling startups as well. What ultimately drove your decision to join Timefold now 2 years ago?
Yeah. When I made the decision 2 years ago, it was actually at a moment in time where I was done with startups for a while. I really needed a break. Because of the young family, we just had our 4th daughter. When I met Geoffrey, I was immediately blown away by the impact technology can have in a company and to the world. It's really doing more with less resources, which is really meaningful, in my opinion. Also, because of my academic training, the subject matter of the tech really resonated with what I like. So I think in my heart, I made the decision to go for this straight away.
Fantastic. And you met Geoffrey actually through an introduction from Smartfin. They were one of your early investors with a 2 million seed round.
Yeah.
You've now raised 6 million euros from Lakestar. What are some of the learnings that you take away from those 2 years, bringing these investors on board, going through the ups and downs that every startup does?
Yeah.
What are the main takeaways and learnings that you have so far?
I think there's 2 topics. One is definitely that we've built a team quite fast. In a bit over a year, we've grown from 2 guys to a team of 30 senior people. And next to that, I think our main challenge in the company has been to come up with a good positioning of what we do. So historically, Planner, the predecessor of Timefold, was a pure play open source project that was started by Geoffrey over 18 years ago. When we decided to build a dedicated company around it, we had to have a commercially viable model for that. So that has been a big challenge for us to come up with a model where we can make money, go to market faster, while still remain faithful to the open source nature of the company. But I think we're really good where we are right now.
Right. So what more can you tell me about who you're building Timefold for? Your solutions, I assume, have a target audience, people willing to pay for this. Who are they? Are they fleet managers? Are they COOs? Are they software developers?
Yeah. So basically, we're bringing a solution to what is called the planning optimization problem. And there's a huge amount of planning optimization problems in our world, in our economy. They're really everywhere if you start paying attention to it. So we're specifically focusing on enterprise customers, and they have problems like fleet routing problems, vehicle routing problems, maintenance scheduling problems, order picking in warehouses, job shop scheduling or production line optimization. It's very diverse. And typically the owner of such a problem is an operational manager or a COO, while at the same time the people implementing the solution are going to be software developers who are mandated, either internal people or system integrators or external. Every now and again we also work for OEM companies, and in that case we're typically talking to a product manager.
Great, makes a lot of sense. You are on the verge of kicking off your PlanningAI platform in beta. This is the new version of the Timefold platform. What can users expect? How does it differ from the competition? And what are you most excited about?
Yeah, so historically the space has been very technical, mathematically technical in nature. And I guess what we're doing is to take that complexity away, making technology more easy to consume through an API service, but also through visualizations of all sorts. So we want to take away the complexity, and we also want to take away the consulting dependency for enterprise users. And that's a huge change. So today you will see that there is a huge gap between the amount of planning optimization problems and the amount of them, or the very small amount of them, that's been solved today with proper technology. And we are bridging that gap.
So that sounds to me like you're almost democratizing, planning optimization software, which used to be very complex, very enterprise. You're trying to make it more tangible and accessible to everyone.
Correct. And it feels like a duty, because it's such a relevant technology, and you'd be surprised how many large companies are not even aware that these type of solutions exist. So I honestly believe we're doing this world a favor.
Obviously, Geoffrey, you're co-founder and CTO, and you are not building this company alone. In fact, you've managed to lure away quite a lot of senior talent from some of the Ghent tech scale-ups that you know very well, both on financial, commercial. So what's next in terms of hiring? What's the focus?
So you're correct. Geoffrey has brought with him a lot of expertise and a core team that is deeply technical in nature. And I've been able to assemble a wonderful crew of operators from the startup scene as well. So we're very grateful for that combination. I think in terms of growth, organizational growth, we are going to take it a bit more slow at the moment. We are in our seed stage, and this stage is really about figuring out the details before we can start growing. So details on the pricing and packaging, on the go-to-market strategy, as well as how should we adapt or adjust our platform to what customers need exactly.
You've built a strong team. Obviously, you have your positioning almost nailed down. Your platform is about to launch. You have the funding lined up from a renowned investor like Lakestar. What's next? Like, is the focus going to be on product development? Is it geographical expansion? Is it going deeper into certain verticals? What's the focus going to be?
Although we're in the chaos of the early stage startup, I think at this very moment we're still very much in the eye of the storm and in preparatory phase, if you wish, and before our growth. So the next 12 months, the next 18 months are really all about preparation for that growth, staying with this team more or less, rather than adding a lot more people, and figuring out the details we need to nail down before we can start growing.
Well, we're here at the Winter Circus in Ghent, very quickly becoming the place to be in tech scene and beyond. You've just moved in. What do you expect to get out of it?
Oh, look at the place. It's a wonderful location. It's been funny that in the first days that we've been here, like every other hour we bump into someone that we've worked with in the past. So it's very inspirational, and the overall vibe and then the people you meet. So I'm expecting that we will learn a lot from the people here. And I also am confident we have a lot to offer to the people here.
Fantastic. Maarten, thank you so much for your time, and best of luck with the company.
Thank you, Robin.